This is the biggest predator in the ocean, the great white shark. It can reach 6 meters in length and weigh in at over 2,000 kilograms. A supreme hunter equipped with rows of serrated teeth and an arsenal of super senses. An encounter with this apex predator in its own element is the stuff of nightmares for most, an experience only few would actively seek. Three extraordinary divers are on their way to undertake the experiment of a lifetime. They're heading to the notorious hunting grounds of one of the most feared predators on the planet, the island of Guadalupe. This dedicated team of experts is preparing to launch a unique expedition into the realm of the great white shark. Their aim is to contribute to cutting-edge research into the true nature of this legendary beast. They'll go face to face with great whites in their own element. Their only protection, years of experience and incredible self-control. They want to challenge the popular myth of an aggressive, bloodthirsty monster.
I think what we do is really bringing powerful images that are able to change people's opinion.
He's the master of the sea. He's the absolute hunter. He's at the top of the food chain and fears no one.
This is almost the top predator in the ocean, and it has the myth behind it.
I'm more afraid than to live in a world without sharks than to meet sharks in the water.
Everything is set for the first diving attempt. Will the sharks come? How long will it take before they show up?
Oh, yeah.
Then,
Big one, huh?
the crew spots a shadow in the water.
Great.
A massive shadow.
We will not have lunch today. Enfin, the shark perhaps, but not us.
Yeah, it's just about 4 meters, huh?
Yeah.
But thick.
Yeah.
Everyone knows exactly what they're doing. This experiment has been meticulously planned. But now all bets are off. No one knows exactly what will happen once the three free divers are in the water. Then, a bizarre turn of events. As soon as the divers get into the water, the shark that a moment ago was calmly circling the boat has vanished. These huge hunters can materialize and disappear in a split second, even in the crystal clear waters of the Pacific. Yet another reason to be extremely cautious. Pierre searches the depths for any signs of sharks. Perhaps he can attract the shark? Some free divers are able to reach incredible depths of over 130 meters in the open ocean and stay underwater for over 7 minutes. But these are record-breaking dives. In this situation, they're unlikely to exceed depths of around 50 meters and may stay there for up to 5 minutes. This incredible ability is a result of extreme physical training and incredible self-control to overcome the breathing reflex. Suddenly, they catch a glimpse of movement far below. As the shark returned to investigate the divers, the shadow doesn't approach them. William decides to turn the tables on the shark and approaches it. How will the predator react? The shark doesn't accept the challenge. Once again, he vanishes into the blue of the ocean. The divers can't get anywhere near the shark. This killer could make short work of each of the divers with just a single bite. But it cautiously stays away. He decides how close they can come. There are no signs of aggression, but also no fear. Against all expectations, this first shark encounter has exposed the great whites as cautious, even shy animals.
If you go in front of them, they can be afraid, so they take a distance. It's called a security distance. For every animal, they have their own security distance. With the big sharks, it's new for them to have freedivers in the water.
Pierre tries to raise the shark's curiosity. Perhaps splashing on the water's surface could guide the sharks to them. Something ordinary swimmers and divers should avoid in shark-infested waters at all costs. The three freedivers work together. Each one covers the back of another. Should any sharks materialize, they don't want to be taken by surprise. Success. A single great white appears out of the blue. Just one of the free divers will try to approach, while the others watch his back. The cautious tactic pays off. Other sharks join the first, including a surprise visitor. A fur seal brazenly dives right amongst his predators. He's so quick and agile that the sharks don't stand a chance of catching him. They have to rely on surprise attacks to prey on the seals. Gradually, the sharks appear to be getting used to the divers. They become increasingly curious about the visitors, but neither divers nor sharks drop their guard for even a second.
If you want to see how an animal behaves, you need to see how he behaves in the real conditions. If you start to use a cage or devices, you trick the game.
Getting this close to the sharks allows the freedivers to take detailed photographs of each individual, which Mauricio Hoyos will use to catalog the animals. But the divers have to remain vigilant. The shark in front of them isn't always the only shark around. The shark strategy of attack usually involves a silent approach from behind.
William, right behind you.
Will has a lucky escape. Out here, just one moment of unwariness could cost a diver his life. Facing up to a great white out in the open sea requires an extraordinary amount of self-control. Showing panic or fear could provoke an attack. It's even possible that sharks can perceive the electrical impulses of a beating heart.
The great white is a hunter. A great white always arrives in the shadow, always take advantage of his camouflage, and so yeah, to be very, very aware of his position. And if you establish eye contact with a great white, no problem. The problem is when you don't have the eye contact with the animal. And every time I've been like a bit surprised by the great white was because I didn't see the animal arriving before.
Again and again, sharks suddenly appear out of the blue and swim straight at the divers. They turn away only at the last moment. Every year, about 60 or 70 shark attacks on people are registered worldwide. But in 2009, only about 5 of these were fatal. Gradually, the divers managed to get extremely close to the sharks. It allows them to build up an invaluable detailed photographic catalog of the predators for Dr. Hoyo's research. Shark science has been turned upside down in recent years. For a long time, it had been assumed that the sharks spend most of their time in coastal waters to hunt sea lions and seals. But with the help of high-tech satellite transmitters, it has become clear that they undertake incredible journeys of several thousand kilometers. During these long-distance migrations, they tend to stay at depths of 300 or 500 meters. But so far, scientists have only been able to observe them near the water's surface. The rest of the sharks' lives remain a mystery.
Was great.
Time for the divers to take a break. They have to. Staying in the water too long could mean a fatal dip in their concentration.
Boy, that was great.
There's a big, it's like 4.5 meter. I can show you the photo. At last minute, they turned.
I was taking the opportunity to come from under, and because you don't see it coming from under, so it's really coming at you, and doesn't stop at like 50, 60 centimeters from you. Turns. It's really nice, very nice.
Really interesting. The first time she came right at me, it was as soon as I went. She started.
Like me.
So.
The success of the last few days has given the team enough confidence to attempt the next stage of their expedition, to tag the sharks underwater. Since Mauricio's own efforts to fit transmitters have been unsuccessful, this could be a vital chance to get this crucial part of his research underway. He's installed receivers near seal colonies in 3 bays around Guadalupe. When a shark, fitted with one of his radio transmitters, approaches, they register the signal. The receivers will be retrieved again in a year's time to analyze the data. Mauricio hopes this data will support his theory that the big females are the most prolific seal hunters, since they need the extra energy provided by the seal blubber. If his assumptions are correct, the receivers will have predominantly registered the approach of females, not those of youngsters and males. The transmitters are attached near the back fin using barbed hooks. Fred, Will, and Pierre carefully prepare the string that attaches the transmitter to the barb. Transmitters are very expensive, and losing any would mean a serious blow to the entire project. To penetrate the tough shark skin, they have to be shot from a harpoon. It takes long years of experience using harpoons to get the aim and moment of release exactly right. But it is a risky undertaking. No one knows how the sharks will react. Pierre seems relaxed, despite the precarious undertaking.
Hey, he's always there, waiting for you. He knows that you're coming.
Behind you and then the other behind you.
The crew takes the same approach as before and allows the sharks to get used to them in the water first. The plan is for Will to take a photograph before Pierre tries to tag the first shark. Everything is going to plan. Pierre manages to get an ideal position to shoot his harpoon, but then he hesitates. the chance passes. Fred explains what happened.
Mauricio, there's one shark with like tags, but like it's not acoustic tags or something.
No, but, with parasites?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe it's the feather, it was from a satellite transmitter. So now it has just the parasites, I think.
So you want us to tag that one?
Yes, if you are sure that it's not an acoustic, it's not an acoustic, right?
We will be sure, but it doesn't seem to be an acoustic.
Maybe it's just the feather with the parasites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The divers make a second attempt, but just as he reaches the ideal shooting position, Pierre realizes the danger. Will is immediately in front of the shark. Should the shark get aggressive as a result of the shot, Will would be extremely vulnerable. Pierre has to let the shark go a second time. The tagging is turning out to be extremely difficult. Success is not guaranteed. But an experienced hunter knows patience is top of the list. The divers take their time. Perhaps the shark has noticed some tension among the team. Perhaps the long and unfamiliar harpoons have spooked him. He is very cautious. Then Pierre has another chance. It's a good hit. But the hook didn't bite. The transmitter drops along the line into the depth. The shark has been spooked for good and disappears. Will has found another target and prepares to shoot. While Pierre retrieves his transmitter, Will takes a shot. But the angle is not ideal. The line doesn't release the transmitter. But Will is lucky. Eventually, the line releases the transmitter and the shark disappears. A nervous, aggressive shark is unpredictable. This could have ended very badly. But the transmitter is fixed and well placed. Now everything goes smoothly, and the team managed to tag 2 large females.
Did you tag it? Yes. The big female?
The big one.
Excellent. It's a female, right?
Huh?
It's a female.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Excellent.
Where are the other tag photos? Left and right.
Perfect.
Oh, the other shark is
She's
here.
not there, she's back.
Hey, ils sont où les
Did you take a
tags?
picture with the transmitter on it?
Yeah. William has video, and now I'm going to take pictures.
Excellent.
This shot was perfect. The transmitter is securely in place and releases the line immediately. Mauricio is elated.
Yes, of course. It's a big female. And I think that they are feeding on the seals, the big females. I have seen a lot of females feeding on seals, so this is perfect for the array that I said a few days ago.
It has been an exceptional accomplishment. Getting any closer than this to great white sharks in their own element is virtually impossible. They're convinced their experiences with the sharks can do something towards changing their reputation as bloodthirsty killers.
You can really explain to the people they are nice animals, because all the picture you see of great white sharks and the film, it's always with the mouth open going at the camera. But you have to know it. If they do that, it's because you had a lot of blood and bait in the water. Sometimes even bait on the camera or on the cage, so they go there and to have like kind of spectacular images. But when they don't have bait, they're just curious. They want to see what we are, and they stay for 15, 20 minutes, then they are gone. But they never
really
open the jaws.
The only time where I was a little bit worried is when William tagging the shark. When I saw the shark, I say, oh my God, he take une passage. But oof, it's gone. But it's only time I was very worried because the shark was shy.
And the eye is not dark.
You saw it's blue.
It's blue.
The great white shark eye is blue. It's not black. Everybody says they have like a deep black eye without any expression. If you really go close to a great white shark, you will see it's a black eye with a blue circle, and it's absolutely beautiful. What we do really helps people to have a different perspective about sharks.
That island is a very nice place for the great white, but perhaps one of the last. So humans have to take care about sea life, and the watermen we are have to show that shark is not dangerous. He's curious and he lives in the sea. He's in his place. So we have to respect that.
We are just visitors.
Yeah.
It's possible their groundwork will have paved the way to new groundbreaking insights into the true nature of one of the greatest hunters in the sea.